Boy, you look so cute. You see yourself? You see how cute you are? You are just so cute, and I want to like pinch your little nosy wosy. Amazing, y'all. Y'all, my nose seemed red, and it's a possibility that it is red. I took a shower today. You know, I be B-Simone in it. I'm. Don't quote me, y'all. I'm.
My leg is blue too.
In my past life, I was a comedian. I ain't going to even stunt, so don't come for me. But in my past life, I was a comedian. I'm convinced that I was 100% a comedian. 100%. But hi. You know, we got them pickable people who like to poke their head in and see exactly what I'm saying. But hello to everybody. It is Friday. Happy Friday.
You can have my dookie underwear.
Ew, Jew. Nobody want them dookie draws. Nobody want them dookie draws. But yes, I do have something I want to say, y'all. Like, I am having... I'm not going to say I'm having a hard time, and I don't want to always sound super negative every time I get on YouTube, okay? I don't want people to think that I'm just a negative person. I'm a real person that go through real life things, you know what I'm saying? Real life things. Hi, little mommy. So if it comes negative, then I genuinely apologize because I'm not that type of girl. But time is tough, and if a lot of people don't talk about how... If a lot of people don't talk about how real life is, then everybody is going to go into things thinking that it is what it is. And I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes these YouTubers on YouTube be making it seem like life is just the easiest thing in the world. And if you stay consistent, and if you do this, and if you do good that, then your life will be so much better off. But I'm here to tell y'all that, woo, Lord child, it is tough. It is tough. Like what I'm going through right now, I'm starting to realize, right? Due to the facts, the facts is, I chose to live a life that requires more money than what a job is willing to offer me. And I chose that life because I love my children, and I want to be able to give my children the things that I've never had, or make sure that my children can grow up and have options. You know what I'm saying? It is so much better when you have more options in life than to be pushed down a lane due to the fact that that's all you can do. So what I'm saying is, I'm learning that the lifestyle that I chose required that I was supposed to do a lot more when I was much younger. But sometimes when you're not giving a lot when you're younger, then you are forced to do things that may possibly, I wouldn't say mess up your life, but down the line, it plays a factor in your life when you become an adult. And due to the fact that I know that now, I want to make sure I can leave my children things behind, like a house, make sure they have, Juju, look, Julian, wait, baby, wait, I'm on live, say hi. It's been pajamas day for the boys, so, back to what I was saying, you know, I want to leave my children a home, I want to, you know, leave my children with good credit for themselves. I want to leave my children with an option to either go to college or not to go to college, but they have that money there, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to buy my children their first car. I want my kids to be like, hey, Mom, I want to have a Sweet 16, and they're going to have it, you know, like MTV. I remember being sick, you know, soon to be 16, and I used to watch my Super Sweet 16 on MTV, right? And I used to dream of always having a Sweet 16 party. And y'all will gag if y'all knew what celebrity I wanted to be there. I wanted 2 celebrities to be at my Sweet 16. Like, it's the little things that girls dream about. And I'm not saying boys don't, but I'm a girl, so I can't speak on what a boy dream about. But I wanted it to be Chris Brown, and I wanted Ciara. So Chris Brown and Ciara. So now seeing them older and them collabing in music is like the best feeling in the world, and it's the best thing to see in the world because they were my 2 artists famous people that I wanted to come to my super sweet 16. But I want to do things like that for my children. Like, I want them to have those options to be like, Mama, I want a sweet 16. Or, Mama, I want a Tesla car. Or, Mama, I want an Escalade truck. And it's going to be provided to them. But obviously, they got to do things as well, too. To, I know, car, shut up. My car be just whistling and buzzing. You know? But they got to do things, too, to make sure that they can have that type of lifestyle. I'm not going to just give it to them. But I don't want them to feel like it's the hardest thing ever because I didn't leave them anything. And I'm not saying that my parents should feel bad or anything. Like, we live in a time where you just got to take what you get and try to make it into something so much better, y'all. So my parents did the best that they could do. They did. They really did do the best that they could do. I've met people who've had the lifestyle given to them on a silver platter. And I've also seen people like, you know, myself that have to actually start with nothing and make a future out of nothing because nothing was left for me. So, and I know how hard it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got certain cultures that have to stay with their parents until they're financially stable enough to do things on their own. They gotta, if they decide to get engaged or even married, the woman gotta come and stay with them, and they all live in this big old house, but everything just makes sense and it all comes together and everybody financially helps. So I've met people like that as well too, that complain about having everything given to them where they don't feel that they are independent. And to me, I would probably want it the other way around. Just like I look at those individuals and they probably would want their lives to be the way my life was. But I can damn sure say, coming from me, like, it's so much harder when you got to start from the scratch. Like, you go through your whole entire childhood living for the people that raise you. You got to go to school. You got to get good grades. How you telling me you want me to go to school and get good grades when I don't even eat 3 meals a day at home? I'm not saying that was my life, but some people really do think that way. How are you telling me that you want me to go to college and do all of this other stuff, but you ain't leave me no money, but I got to take out a loan or I got to get financial aid and stuff like that, and then possibly needing to pay that back? So in order for me to pay that back, I'm going to have to get myself a job. Now that I got to get myself a job, I need a cell phone. I need a way to, I need transportation to get myself from this and this. And this is just how everything starts to create for just kids. And I'm glad that I went through what I went through, because now I know that I will never put my children through that. But it's hard. And my babies are young. They are very young. And I'm praying by the time that they get towards that sweet 16 and all of that stuff, that I am financially stable enough by myself. Whether their dad is in the picture or not, women, we got to do better with also securing the bag as well too, because everything isn't promised, or make sure you're in that relationship where you have a savings and stuff like that, just in case something happened to your significant other or even yourself. Like, we just got to do better as people. And when I'm saying us as the people, I'm talking about myself as well too. I don't want y'all to think that I'm just talking about people and just talking shit. Like, ladies, like, especially the ones with sons, like, this is how I look at life. Like, I look at my husband, right, and I always say to myself, like, I want my children to be like my husband. If you can't look at your significant other and honestly say that, hey, I want my children to be like you, especially if you got a son or whatever the case may be, then I don't know. Now I'm just talking crap because I'm focused on picking up my baby. And I be in this line and there be kids flying from all different types of angles and stuff like that. But I guess I'm more so just talking like this because I always find myself being cornered no matter what. It could be every situation. I find myself always being cornered. But I always have that slight hope that I would be able to get myself out of these situations. And I always find a way to get myself out of these situations. But what's going on in my life is that I find myself getting out of one situation to end up in another situation. And that's the part that's the hardest thing to accept. It's just crazy, y'all. It really is just crazy. Like, are you gonna pick up your child or what? It's just, it's crazy. I just watched the mom react to her daughter falling off of a slide. Her instance was to jump and go grab her child to make sure her child was okay. But she stayed still and asked her child, was she okay? And the child got up and dusted off. It's just crazy. She's like literally talking to a whole bunch of parents and was able to stop and keep her eyes on her child the whole time. Like, women, we are phenomenal. She's a cutie pie. We are truly phenomenal. Like, I love us. I love us when we are strong. And I'm going to tell you, every day I don't feel strong. I don't. Every day I don't. But I look at my children and then I just grow strength out of nowhere. I promise y'all. It be like literally. What the heck? Hold on, y'all. Let me get my boy. Let me get my boy from school.